tell us something about yourself, where you've been brought up, your background, and what do you do?
I was born in Gujarat and I was brought up in Bangalore itself. I've done my schooling here, all my preschool, school, and college. I graduated from St. Joseph's College of Commerce last year, 2021. I did my BCom there, and I was also doing my CS side by side, which I am now continuing with. Then I joined Talerang by accident. I saw it on an Instagram feed, I think, and I thought that I was looking for jobs. I was looking to update myself on the current ways of corporate, and I had no idea because these kind of things are not being spoken about in college. So I was really intrigued by the video and people, and I joined Talerang like that, and I think that was the best decision I made. I literally developed from myself from there, and then I got my first startup internship, which turned into a full-time internship now. So I think I'm really grateful for Talerang for that.
How is the internship going right now?
To be very honest, it's very hectic. But like any other startup, you're just working all the time and working on all the things. But it is such a great opportunity to learn because you're learning from the scratch. And when I joined UP-TIX, I think they were all just starting off with their company. So I got to see a lot of stuff. How they function with money and how they develop the marketing skills, how they manage everything. It was beautifully done, and I think I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
So if you had to describe like one best and one worst moment from your internship, what would that be?
Oh, you're gonna put me in trouble. One of the best things I would say is, like I said, the learning concept of it. Since the time I got into the internship, they've been teaching me and I'm being doing it. So side by side, it's happening practical and theory basis. But the worst thing is the timing. Like there's no timing in this company. Like, it's a startup, we can't blame them. And I mean, thankfully, they're very genuinely nice people. So if I tell them that I can't work today, I don't want to do this after this hour, I think they're fine. But there are some days where I have to work overtime because there might be something is not done. And if it's not done today, then taking it forward the next day is too much for a startup to do. So that's one bad.
Right. Any one memory you would like to share from Talerang's program, or any bond that you created during your program?
I still remember my tutors' names. I really know how they taught me, and I can never forget what they taught me because our classes were just not classes. It was more like an interactive session. It was more like people, they were just like friends. And when you meet strangers for the first time, you're having a conversation. It felt like that. It never felt like, okay, it's a teacher and you have to you have to behave a certain way and do a certain thing. They're very friendly, and if we were wrong at some places, they would politely tell us, you're wrong here, you're not supposed to do this further. But I think I enjoyed, and I remember the people in my batch. Like I remember the people who I were talking to, and some of them I still keep in touch with you. So it's crazy how I never thought of coming to Talerang. Like it just came by accident, but how I created networks and how I still remember those tutors. And I remember Aishwarya, I remember Shweta, I remember Shameen, and I just remember people because they were so nice, and you cannot forget such genuine people. I also remember still keeping in connection with Govind because he's always asking me how everything is going on, and he'll help me through a lot of stuff that is going on. So I think that way Talerang is a perfect place for me.
So how did the program do with your career aspirations? How did it change you as a person?
I think I learned from Talerang how to, I had doubts about creating presentations, how ethics of certain things, which they cleared for us. Excel, I still remember I was struggling with Excel and I didn't know anything. I knew how it worked, but just I didn't know how to use it on an advanced level. When Aishwarya was teaching us Excel, I remember telling her that this is too hard, and I don't want to do Excel. If this was not there in the module, it would be great. But I think we moved forward with Excel anyway, and she taught a lot of things which actually helped in my company. I am working on Excel sheets on an everyday basis, whether it be for my management work or for my finance work. I do use Excel, and every time I use Excel, I do remember that who taught me. excel. So I think that way it's been a great learning experience being in Talerang. It just develops you as a person, especially when you have no clue of what you want to do in life, and you want just an opening of how things work in the corporate world. I think this is the best place to be there.
Any advice you'd like to give to the audience, or anything that you would like to tell the audience, about whatever you've experienced till now?
I generally want to tell somebody who has no idea what is going on in their life right now in college. I mean, after finishing college, they're like, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? I was in the same position. And I always tell anyone who asks me, how are you so calm with just, not having a job after college? Because 6 months, I remember not having anything. I wasn't working. I just graduated. I was just lazing around. But then I knew that something will work out. There is a plan for all of us, and you should never give up on trying. Everything possible that is on your plate. Just try anything that you are interested in, and maybe that will be a career path later on. For me, when Talerang came into my life, I was clueless. I literally didn't know, what I want to do. But once I started, attending classes from Talerang, doing those projects, doing those, email templates, you're just learning. And when you learn everything, you know exactly what you want. When you especially do that project at the end, where you choose a stream and you do a project. I did my marketing project. I knew this is what I love doing. So in some way or the other, your life will pan out. You just don't need to worry about it too much. Don't stress about it. Just never give up. Never say that you can't do it. Just try doing it. And then if that's not for you, just switch to the next one. But never stop working hard for it.